to the Campus One-on-One talk show. Like I said, experiencing it with us. Today on set, I have two fellow comrades with me. We are going to talk about the do's and the don'ts in campus. I'm sure you guys want to know that what is it that we do in campus and what is it that we don't do. So here on the show, I have two guests, and I will tell you just what exactly we expect to do when we enter campus. Uh, hey, Amos.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Hey,
Thanks.
Veronica. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What do you have for us? Because here we are about to experience what exactly we do in campus, and we just want to know what are our expectations as like parents out there. What do they expect their kids to be doing in campus, and those people that are coming in campus. September is almost here, and they're actually going to be joining us very soon, and we just want to let them know what should they expect.
First things first, I know. Okay, they finished. They're about to join campus right now,
Yeah.
and most of them are excited. And campus is fun, yes, and it's a two-way traffic, and it also depends on maybe the type of friends you have when you get into campus. So your campus life will be determined by the decisions you make at the first step.
Okay.
You know, the kind of friends that you choose, what you choose to do, and what you choose not to do. Yeah.
Tell us something.
I think Vero has said it, has put it well.
Yeah.
Campus is the ultimate test of adult responsibility. It is here that you test the person you will become in the next 5-10 years after graduation. And you know, there's a lot that has been said before you join campus, and when you join now, it is time to see what's on ground. And sometimes, you know, there's this huge difference. What you are told is not what's on the ground, and sometimes also there's that, you know, but actually much bigger than what I was told. And it is here that this test of, okay, what do I do, what don't I do, and that's what we're here to talk about today.
So, just to tell us exactly what happens in academic life of campus, like as a campus student, what are you expected of as an academic student?
First of all, the essence of you coming to campus is to study. That's the major objective. So the essence of your parents paying fees is for you to get good grades, is for you to, you know, utilize the resources in your disposal to, you know, to get well trained, because campus is all about training and preparation for the job market. So the very first, you know, objective of you coming to school is to study.
Yeah.
So all your efforts, all your thoughts, and, you know, everything should be directed towards your studies first. Anything else should come second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Veronica, we've had these tweets that people say that campus is a waste of time. People are advising each other that you should not go to campus. You know, you just use that money to open a business. What do you think about that?
Campus is somewhere, though it depends on how someone takes it.
Yeah.
You see, the moment you get into campus, you have to decide, this is what I want to do, and this is what I will not do. So it's not a wastage of money, because one thing, when you, like personally, when I joined campus back in 2018 September, I think there's a lot I've gained since I came here in campus, because you have a lot going on. You know, there's a process where your mind is, okay, there's a lot happening, and your mind is growing. So you gain a lot of knowledge, first things first, here at campus. That's where you adult up. So it's not a wastage of money or a wastage of time, because if you say it's a wastage of time, then I think you came here to party, you know, or something, you know.
Yeah.
That's where the wastage of money comes in. But like personally, at campus you gain skills, you know, depending on the course you do. If you're a media student, you gain skills on videography, photography. You can attend conferences. You know, these things are everywhere. In campus you have all the time actually. You have a lot of time here in campus. So I don't think it's a wastage of money or time actually.
Okay.
Just on what Vera said, you know, it's also important to know that, you know, the reason why you also have these schools is to allow those that are in the job market. We give them time to, you know, settle down, create ways for us, you know, build up on the industries, so that when we go, you know, there's a way already made for us. You'll agree with me that, you know, what is being done today in major job industries, be it economics, be it in media, be it, you know, in engineering, we have people who are already there.
Yeah.
So they are trying to study how things are changing, you know, what is needed, and then they send that feedback here in school. And, you know, it's what we prepare for now, and then when we go, we do the same. for the incoming generations. And also it also allows the gap of people to retire, so that what will be the essence of us just clearing high school there and then falling into the job market. There'll be that backlog of employees that need employment here.
Yeah, and I also think here at campus, it's the only place where you get a free platform to gain a lot of experience in many things. Let's say, for example, I finished my Form 4 and then I just went straight to maybe a job, maybe your parents, if they have money, they opened for you a business shop, But you see here in campus, you have a lot of, it's like free platforms because the school provides where you can gain a lot of experience, and also you discover what you really want to do. Because if you don't pass through this stage, I don't think you'll do something in life that you didn't want to do. But this campus process, it enables you to know what exactly you want to know in the next 5 years, and that's why you build yourself. Because you just don't come like a whole package. You have to mold yourself since the first year until your last year.
So just to talk about academic ways, like you've said, you talk about skills and experiences that you gain in campus, the association that you choose for yourself. When you are in campus now, you're already in campus, you know that you're here, the main objective is to study. What exactly are you doing to make sure that you are not tampering with the objective? What exactly as a student are you doing?
One thing, let me say, someone told me, you see, the first thing when you get into campus, read books. They help a lot, actually.
Okay.
We have mentorship books that can help you. In campus, that's where we have a lot of peer pressure. First things first, your friend has this and you want it, you don't have money, and you want shortcuts to get the money. So read books. They're going to direct you. That it's going to help you in your academic progress. It's also going to preventing you from shunning to other unnecessary things.
It's also important to note that the first thing that will lead you to enjoying what you do is first choosing what you love. You can't come to campus intending to do engineering and then you're in the field of education because you're there. That way you will not enjoy what you do, and you'll be forced into it, and sometimes you may not attend lectures. You will do things just for the sake. You've heard of instances where people have dropped courses halfway or have ended up graduating and not ended up in the field where they wanted to be. So why waste all that time? The first thing to enjoying, to retaining the attention where it's supposed to be, is choosing what you want. Yeah, if you're passionate about journalism, then come pursue journalism, and that way you'll find no reason to deviate. But if you're passionate about journalism and then you end up in a nursing course, you'll end up looking at what the journalist students are doing, and your attention will be a bit shifted, it will be tangled up a bit. So the first step is, first of all, choose what you love. Choose what you're passionate about, what you feel you're skilled on. Okay? And it's also important to also seek advice from higher people who have been there, experts, career experts, because there are jobs that are getting they're getting, should I say, useless. We have jobs that are facing out of the market. Photography was a big job a while ago. But today we have phones. People are doing, photography using phones. Not to say that photography is, becoming less of a good career, but we look at the career you're getting into. Is it still useful in the job market? Can you employ yourself? And how soon can you maybe get employed, if at all you'll get employed?
And on what he said about choosing what you want and following advice from other people, I think when the first time I got into campus, we had orientation like for a whole week, and they were giving you a chance to change your course. So within that moment, I think that's why you can decide. And also on choosing, I think it also depends for you if you're going to succeed in campus or not. The type of people you choose to associate with in your life in campus, I think that is going to determine still if you're going to succeed or not. Because if you choose the wrong group, I don't think you're going to succeed.
Well, talking about choosing what you love and attending classes, and there are these people that just come in campus. So we've talked about those people that are outside there that want to come in campus, but we haven't talked about people that are already in campus. So we have these people that are already in campus that are actually advising each other. You don't have to attend the classes. You can just tell someone to sign for you. At least somewhere we have a biometric. It's become a little bit difficult, but there are campuses that you have to sign for other members that are not present. What exactly are the repercussions of not attending classes, and what are the benefit side of attending classes and just being in the moment?
I'd say first, the essence of attending classes is to gain the knowledge of the coursework. Okay, the coursework. That's the first thing. When a lecturer comes in class, the aim is to give you what is entailed in the coursework.
Okay.
But besides that, there's a lot that you gain outside the coursework. Well, not in all lectures, but in some lectures you've heard of lecturers deviating a bit to other topics, which they may be and you may talk about it for like 2 or 3 minutes, but what you may gain out of that may change your life entirely. Yeah. So the essence of I normally tell people that I attend classes not because sometimes I want to, but because of the AOBs that I'll get in these lectures. Yeah, sometimes you may be in a lecture, the lecture is on, it's on, for example, photography, but in the midst of that photography, a lecturer will come up with, the ethics that you're supposed to, undertake while doing your photography. And in this changing world, you need information basically on almost everything, because right now everything is interconnected, especially with the rise in technology. So you need a lot of knowledge, and you can't get this knowledge while in bed. Okay, you may say everything is on the internet, but not everything is on the internet. You have people who discover things. That's how philosophers came. Philosophers were not born out of the internet. These are people who have these thoughts, and how do they share them? They share them in such gatherings. You missing classes means you're missing such information. You missing classes means even the coursework, the basic coursework, you're missing out on it.
And also here in campus, I don't think it's a place where you come to cram things so that you can pass the exam.
Okay.
Because if you don't attend classes, like all classes, it means you don't know what you want. Because you see, when you come to class, it's not a must even sometimes you to write notes, because some lecturers will just come and they give useful information. You see, it's the knowledge you want. It's not all about the notes. So if you're just that student who doesn't come to classes, you just the cards, you borrow PDFs, it's not going to help you in any way actually, because you miss a lot.
But again, there are many things that happen in the Google world. Look, you can just Google whatever you want. Like if I want to be a journalist, I'll just go and Google what are the factors of being a journalist. What do I do to get into the journalist field? Like
I told you, moments ago, we are in a changing world, and today, not everything is born out of the internet. And sometimes what is in the internet is, I'd say, stereotypical. It's what many people have done or think, and sometimes it's not what is in the ground. Okay, they'll tell you that journalists are journalism is a good career, but until you sit with people, see how they do their things, you'll not see the essence of you'll not see the essence of coming to class. So when you interact with people, number one, you get to have different views. Okay, you will have different approaches and perspectives towards certain things. You coming to class or you attending lectures means what you heard will be now topped up a bit. You may be in agreement on something, but you may give me extra info that will be helpful in adding on top of what I had. And sometimes missing on these little things, you end up being beaten by also these little things.
Exactly.
Okay, it's these small things that you miss that end up haunting you. You'll miss a lecture today, very useful information is given, and that very little information that is given is what will deny you a job tomorrow. Right? Maybe that will deny you a tender tomorrow.
And I think you also get more exposed, because I think a YouTube student is different from someone who was taught physically. Because physically you get to have a lot of exposure, you connect with, you know, many people.
Well, I think parents out there are gonna love this because, like, honestly, we are here to study, and the objective has been explained so perfectly well. So there are stereotypes, there are myths about social life in campus. That's where the big deal is, because
Yeah.
people are like, you can't do this in campus. This is what you do in campus. Even articles have been written out there that says that maybe campus students are the worst people to be. You can even hear men out there saying that you cannot even marry a girl from campus.
From campus,
What
yeah.
exactly is this myth and stereotypes about?
The social part of campus life is the hardest part. You know that this is the most difficult part to tread, and sometimes people end up dropping out of school due to social pressures.
Yeah.
Some people end up in maybe, and sometimes it comes positively also. People have ended up in careers they were not supposed to be thanks to social life. So how you handle again your social life will determine what impact it will have on you, on your career, and largely on the person you will become to be. You've seen people who are quite talented, but because of the stereotypes that were built up as they came to school, they've ended up, remaining stagnant. The talent dies. Why? Because they had that stereotype that you should not interact with these people and these people. But I keep emphasizing that the second most important reason as to why you come to school is to network, is to talk to people, is to find new things to do. And if you don't take that advantage, then after this phase, the next phase does not really give you that platform to really socialize, to really get to explore other waters and see what you can achieve in other fields. So it's important that when you're in campus, you get to kind of free yourself, okay? Talk to people, talk to different people, talk to even people above your age, people above. If you're doing a diploma, talk to people doing masters, talk to people doing bachelors. If you're in a certain field, do not limit yourself to people in these fields.
Okay.
Explore other fields, and that's how like I said earlier also, today the world is intertwined, it's interconnected. If you are in the communication field, someone in the nursing field will need you. So if you talk to that person in nursing field, you'll see the approach to which you can get to connect, make a whole, you can build something with these two different lines. Yeah. So it's important to connect with people, and also try to mingle with different people when in campus.
And as he said about campus is the most difficult part, I think that's true, 100%, maybe 101%.
Okay.
Because here at campus, there is no one to mother you. So it all depends on yourself, what you feed yourself, what you decide to take in as a person, because you're the one who is molding yourself right now, because your parents are not there. When in high school, your parents used to tell you, don't do this, don't do this. But here in campus, everything is here. So if you want to take alcohol, it's up to you to decide. It's a choice.
Yeah.
So that depends. We have two groups. I think there are two groups in campus. It's either there's this group that works really hard because maybe your background is not that good, and then you have this other group. That's the stereotypes come in. People say that campus is bad, because people are just partying. But yet we have that small group who really know what they want. So it's a matter of choice when you decide what you want.
I do tell myself that birds of the same feather flock together is just a myth, or rather it's something that should be told to kids, because I'm a big person. I know when I want to fly and when I don't want to. Just because I have the same feathers with you doesn't mean that I have to fly the same direction with you. So when I talk about social life in campus, when you come in campus, you have this, I'm in campus, and you start gaining new accents in life and a new lifestyle. You want to wear, there's a type of way you want to wear. So what would you tell someone out there that wants to join campus and they're like, I want my campus life to, when we were out there, we were like, this is how campus life is like.
Yeah.
We will party, we will go to class again, and then we will have friends that are, we just dress, we have these bodies that are quite attractive. There's just a way that, it's not even teenage life. It's like, youth adult life.
Yeah.
You try to embrace it, because in this community, you have to live like a civilized individual.
Yeah.
You don't come to campus and you're like, what, me, I'm from Ushago, and I don't even know what to do. So you try to embrace whatever there is being
You
embraced
embrace
in campus.
change. there's always the importance of accepting change all the time.
Okay.
In as much as you have, you're very conservative, you have things you uphold, it's important to accept, okay, the world has changed, I need to change too. And it comes in many forms. Even how we dress sometimes. You need to look at how things are. The juncture in which you're doing certain things. Don't be very conservative. When change comes, embrace change. Yeah? And just maybe to what limit will you embrace this change? That's when you should draw the lines. To what limit should they really embrace this change? Because sometimes when you overindulge in something, it becomes dangerous, and that's when you begin now to lose track of what you were supposed to do in life. Because in a way, like I said, today we have many careers. Things that were not careers initially are today careers. You can see today, modeling is a career. People are making good money out of modeling. And if you limit yourself to that conservative person you are, these are things that may miss you yet. It's an opportunity you could have taken. So it's important that when you're in campus, you take advantage of the changes you find there to your advantage. Okay, and also keen not to overindulge, keen not to take in the negatives, because also if you're not keen, because people take in the negative, sometimes you may dress in a way you're trying maybe to fit in a certain group. You may talk in a way you're trying to fit in a certain group. You may associate with people trying to fit in a certain group, but in the end you end up in the wrong way. And sometimes it's always too late to come back. And especially at this moment now, when you leave this phase, there'll be little or no room to make up for what you've messed up here. So make sure if you're to make things dirty now, you take this opportunity also and clean it up, so that when you get out of this phase, you're moving on, minus looking behind. Yeah.
I don't know whether if you have something to say about that.
To those who are about to join campus, I think don't get too overwhelmed, because you might get disappointed. You might have set goals, like in high school, then you're there, you're saying, me, when I get to campus, I want to have this type of life. Then you get disappointed because frustrations are everywhere in campus. Relationships, actually, you get disappointed, everything financially. So you see, when you're too much overwhelmed, and then you get frustrated, that's why you find some people trying to fit in. Yeah, you find someone, maybe you thought at campus it's a bed of roses, like you'll have all the cash. I don't know, there's that perspective. And I was lied, I think. I was lied, actually, because it happened. I thought campus students had a lot of money. I don't know where people get that perception. So the moment you know you are the one who's in campus, the first semester is over, you don't have the money, you call your parents, a whole week, and they've sent you only 500 shillings. You see, I was too much overwhelmed when joining campus. I think don't be too much overwhelmed, just be you. Come to campus and embrace changes, like he said, positive change. That is, I think
many people make that mistake, that when you get to campus, it's like there's a new leaf you've opened. Nothing has changed, actually.
Actually, there is nothing.
Nothing has changed, okay?
There's nothing.
If you were eating 1 meal a day, you might even go now minus one.
Minus 1 meal, yeah.
If you had this, because again, before campus you used to put on. There's nothing has changed. What has changed is that you've changed your level of study. What
you think now.
Exactly, but
how you think.
Otherwise,
Different.
everything is the same. So when you come, don't expect things to change suddenly, okay? And if at all things are to change, then you're the one to change these things.
Yeah, and I think that's where personalities come in. People should, I think even parents should teach their kids how to. If your parents knows you have this personality, there are some personalities that are vulnerable, let me say. I think parents and teachers in high school should teach students on how to build up their personalities, because your personality in campus, I think it determines whether you're going to survive or not. Because if you're not that hardcore person, and then you come into campus, you get frustrated, that's when you decide to divert into other things. So I think parents should also take a big role to educate their there are kids that if you don't have something and it's not a basic need,
Yeah.
you don't actually have to have it. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
survive
you
with
can
what
survive
you
without
have.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes also to the power of association.
Yeah.
The people you associate with will determine how you look at things. And you know, sometimes, like especially in campus, we're living in hard times where we have very limited jobs. Even now, those that are supposed to support us can't even support us enough. At the end of the day, you find yourself, having even, mental health issues.
Yeah.
You find yourself in getting depressed, getting overwhelmed with stress. And it's important that, like Vero said, parents look now at children and talk to them as early as possible. Talk to them regularly. Tell them, if it's not a need, then it can wait.
Yeah.
If it's not a must, it can wait. That way, you live comfortably. You live comfortably, minus having too much to expect or too much to ask for. Yeah.
Well, when we talk about association and building a personality, you obviously you don't have to like change your personality or try to build a personality to impress someone else.
Yeah.
You're doing this for yourself and for you alone. Like, what do you want to look like outside there or to yourself? So my question is, how obvious is it to make friends in campus? Because I remember me when I was joining in campus, I was like alone, totally alone. So I will go in class and I'm like, wow, okay, I'm the thickest chick in class. And I'm like, how do I make
How
friends
do
with
you
these
make
people?
friends?
These
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
slim. All of them are slim. How do I call them to be my friends, And unless you have joined the same campus with someone from high school that you were together, you cannot just enter into a campus class and you're like, I have friends already. How obvious is this to make friends?
I think first, you said you're a thick chick. The first thing, you have to accept who you are first of all. You accept this is me, and this is me, and this is me. And I also think, there's this quote that says, "Show me your friend, and I'll tell you your character." So if I know I'm this type of person, I can tell Amos. We almost share the same characters. It could take a process. Within campus, it's funny. You find some people. Okay, I don't understand how it happens, but you find that someone has a very big circle. See, when you look at their characters, there is something common in those
Common
people.
about them.
Yeah. So I think it depends on what you choose, because I can tell from afar that Amos has the characters that I would want as a friend. Because I can't associate with someone whom is totally different from whom I am. So the first thing is accept who you are, and you know yourself, by the way. Because if you don't know yourself, you're just going to fit in any group. Doesn't matter what group it is. So first things, you accept who you are and you know yourself, and I think you know the type of friends you want.
And also, I think there's a natural way of how things fall in place. There's a natural way of how, because when you are admitted or when you join campus, you come individually, okay, and then these groups do not like, okay, you come here, you come here. There's a way. So what happens is people interact largely, okay, and that's how, because don't also try to avoid that close to personality where you don't talk to people. Talk to many people. It is from you talking to many people that you decide, okay, me, I can't talk to that guy. That guy is not not that I can't talk to him, but that guy is not my
not
type.
in my inner circle.
He's not he's not the person I want. And it happens just naturally because like you said, you joined, you're like, who will I talk to? It's the same thing the other people have. When you join, they're like, who will I talk to now? And eventually, you find yourself, there are these things that bring you together. And it's also important to know that when you get to campus, learn to also be a team player. Because in the middle of the coursework or in just generally in campus, you'll need to do some things together. You'll need help in a few things. And that way, it's when now you get these close lads who you keep close. And there are those now you just, okay, we are just friends. There's a natural way of how things end up falling together.
And to talk about friendship and relationships, there's this type of greeting in campus. You understand? Thanks to Corona, we don't have it anymore. Where you're like hugging everyone. You have friends, and then they meet another group, they are hugging everyone in that group. And you're like, wow, I don't even hug people in campus. How do people manage to do all that?
I think hugging is therapeutic
Hugging,
in a way.
hugging is
Therapeutic. Because the first thing, you see, like after my class, we normally go down there at the city. And the first thing, actually, it's natural. You know, I have to hug Amos. You know, I have to hug someone else. I think it's therapeutic.
And it also depends on how you see it. Eh?
Yeah.
Depends on how you see it. So someone who's new will think, okay, what are these people doing?
Yeah.
These people don't have manners.
Yeah.
But for us, okay, it's something that we are used to.
Yeah.
Like Vero said, it's very therapeutic.
Yeah, like it's a form of connection.
I normally tell my friends that when I'm at home, I'm normally very stressed. But when I get to school, you just wait for free hugs. You know the impact of these free hugs. There's a way now you connect with people. You feel okay, and it also tells of what you are, because if people don't want to hug you, it means you
have a problem.
You don't shower. Or it means there's something with you. But more people wanting to hug you means there's a way you make them feel, okay? There's a way they feel attracted to you, not really, it doesn't have to be complicated, but there's a simple way in which that hug means a lot to them. And we've made it so simple, okay? Only a foreigner will come and say, okay, why are all these hugs for? But for the campus lads, learn to hug as early as possible.
I think it's a norm actually that has been socially constructed, and it has fit in very well actually. Because you find we even hug strangers. When I meet a stranger, the first thing you do is hug actually. You don't shake their hands, you hug them. I think it's a nice thing. It's fun.
Okay, well, I think if you're watching this, you definitely have gotten some information here and there about what campus is like. And before we part ways, I just want my guest to tell us something that they will advise people out there, that parents that are watching their kids in campus, and even parents that want to let their kids come in campus. What is it that you will advise those parents out there?
Like I said when we were starting, campus life and college life generally, not really campus but college life, the tertiary bit of life is the ultimate test of adulthood. This is where you get to test who you are, you get to test what you can and what you can't do, you get to test the limits, the limits to which you can be stretched to, and you get to also find out who you are generally in life. And if the moment, like I also said, the moment you make mistakes and you don't rectify them now, in future it may be either too late or there'll be no room at all to rectify those mistakes. So make the right decisions today, and everything will fall in place. They say no hard work goes unrewarded. Hard work will always be rewarded, and if you do these things properly, you work smart, you work hard, you make the right friends, things will fall in place.
I think, like I said before, campus is a two-way traffic, and when you come to campus, don't get too overwhelmed about things. Parents should ensure they package their kids in a way that the moment you come into campus, you can mother yourself from there. I think parents should teach their kids that, and also campus is a place where you get to learn who you are, you get to get exposed to many things, a lot of things that you could have never seen or maybe experienced. Campus is a place where you mold yourself, and you get to learn a lot. So don't let anyone tell you that campus or college is somewhere you come to waste money or time. It's a good place to be.
Well, thank you for coming to the show, and I am really, really honored to have you here. And to all the people watching this, campus is one place that your personality, your attitude in life is put to test. So just make sure that character-wise you remain the same thing, and you don't have to impress anyone out there. At least gain some knowledge from this place. But then again, don't change yourself to impress the world or anything that comes after it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Comment and talk to us about the topics that you want us to discuss. And we'll see you on the next episode.